everybody. So I decided that sometimes when I get a chance to kind of say whatever I have to say, I don't know, just sometimes certain thoughts are going through my mind and I would love to share them just because a lot of people are dealing with something similar, whether you a fencing coach, whether you're a parent, whether you're an athlete or whatever that is. Isabel is here with me in the car. We're going to the club and so we have a couple minutes while we drive. So there's something that I'm hearing a lot from people saying, oh, you never have any issues, you're always smiling, you're always positive. And the truth is that everybody is going through ups and downs, and just because you're smiling or because I'm smiling doesn't mean that everything is perfect. But I don't think I have any excuses to be in a bad mood regardless what happens in our personal life, family and stuff. We have, as most of you know, we have 3 kids with Chris, and they're in 3 different ages. We're dealing with teenager now, and a middle child that is almost 11, and Isabel is 5.5. So that requires a lot, plus us traveling, plus the pressure of obviously delivering results all the time, pressure us as a coaches, as a parents, and everything else. So the thing is that if you're having a bad day and you go with that attitude in the club, guess what kind of day everybody else is gonna have when they see you? Same day. You as a coach, it feels like we have so much pressure. It's not just me, I feel like it's everybody. You cannot bring whatever happens to your real life into the fencing club when you're coaching your kids. And sometimes I feel like the parents don't understand, or the fencers, that we're humans too. We have feelings, and we're not made out of a metal that, you can kind of treat somebody bad or have a bad attitude towards the coaches. So just a little advice to everybody: just be kind. Just because somebody is smiling, it doesn't mean that everything is perfect. Nobody knows everybody's situation. So the other thing is I don't feel like if I have something going on in my life, because everybody goes through seasons, right? If I'm grumpy, that will definitely affect my fencers. That will affect their mood, and they're already in years, those teenage years, where they're their emotions are going up and down. I don't think I need to bring anything extra to their plate. They're stressed out about school, they're stressed out about their fencing results, and whatever drama they have with their friends, because all of them are going through that all the time, I feel like it. So that's what I learned, is I'm closing the door, I'm getting into my car, and everything is changing for the time being if I'm at the club, and I'm hoping that they're gonna have the best practice they can have. We're joking, we're doing this and that, and my issues are my own issues, and it's nobody, I don't feel like I have to kind of share it with anybody, unless there's something major that I know somebody's gonna help me in a certain situation. But it is what it is, and sometimes it's hard. And we talk a lot about the mental health of the athletes. It's important, but also everybody needs to understand that us as a coaches, sometimes we gotta take care of ourselves too. So one way I found out is kind of balancing all the pressure and stuff from our lifestyle. I guess that affects all the coaches. It's finding a hobby that kind of balances you out. And in my case, I do gardening, I do DIY projects home renovation and stuff. So if you haven't seen my videos sometimes on Instagram, but this is pretty much what kind of balances me out. I'm just going to my place and just being quiet when the kids are in school or sleeping or whatever that happens, and I'm just doing my own thing. So I think everybody should find something besides the sport that we love so much, just to do something on the side, so you kind of feel some sort of balance, some sort of escape for a little bit, and gather your thoughts, and it is what it is. Sometimes we have incredible tournaments, and sometimes the tournaments are not so good, but we're trying to get the best out of it and be as positive as we can, and move on. And the next tournament comes, the next season comes, the next generation of fencers, and we just need to kind of make sure that they love the sport as much as we do, and be as positive, and maybe be as an example that just because something goes off, it doesn't mean that our world is gonna fall apart. And yeah, that is pretty much it. I hope like this helps somebody. If it's a parent, a fencer, a coach, or whatever that is, just keep it positive. Things are gonna be settling eventually. Everybody goes through the seasons. Yeah, and always like set goals for yourself, whether they're big or small, and every little thing makes a difference. And don't dismiss the small goals, whether your goal is to do 10 extra push-ups today than yesterday, or whatever that is. It's none of everybody's business, and you don't need to compare anybody else, and you don't need to compare yourself to